For the longest time, I was always a PC user, and I didn't mind it. I played games on it, primarily that MapleStory stuff every 11-year-old Asian American kid did, and thought it was cool to be a level 50 cleric. Oh yeah. It wasn't until 2010 that I got to use a Mac extensively and decided to use it in bootcamp mode. Windows on a Mac to play games. Call me a rebel. But in 2016, after numerous adventures with Windows laptops in previous years, either becoming a space heater or graphics cards acting up, I decided to see if the grass was actually greener on the other side. And now I can see the grass isn't actually greener on the other side, it's just another shade of green, like parakeet or shamrock. Which one's greener? I don't know. So let's talk about my 2-year journey with the Mac. The good, the bad, and the Windows. Let's get started. Macs are interesting the moment you turn them on, with older models screaming so loud that it could even wake up half the continental United States. They have a really interesting layout and the bottom dock is organized very minimalistically. Is that a word? But at the same time, they're functional, with the little black dot on the bottom to indicate what's active. The icons all look nicely styled with a cleaner design and cleaner animations compared to the Windows style that was cool on their phones in 2010, but now it looks like someone had too much fun cutting up some construction paper making these designs. The integration between iOS and macOS is great, providing you the ability to share web pages, iMessages, files, and even calls between the two, making it very easy to switch between devices within Apple services. The physical outside construction quality of their devices, namely their laptops, are top notch with a really premium feel, and they got a bomb trackpad, and I don't think there are many Windows equivalents for. The keyboard shortcuts are very similar to the Windows equivalents. On Windows you can use ctrl+C, on the Mac you can use command+C. You command it, like how they command you to buy an $1,100 smartphone. While the macOS ecosystem isn't as robust as Windows, everything runs really well, and in many situations, I love macOS and Apple build quality much more than I ever loved Windows. The overall presentation, the machine's build quality, and operating system design really sell you on a Mac, and how it functions in conjunction with other Apple devices such as iPhones, iPads, and Apple Watches really make it an amazing integrated product. But I definitely do love a lot about Windows as well. For example, on macOS, there are these streetlight icons that work similarly to close, minimize, and maximize on a PC. But on a Mac, these are close, minimize, and full screen. Your dock? Gone. Finding out what apps are open? Gone. The 3,000 emails you swore you were going to respond to? Gone. The time? Gone. Windows does a much better job at this because you can still access your applications that are open on the taskbar on the bottom. I don't want to have to wait a few extra milliseconds to switch to a different application. I want it now! It's really detrimental to my productivity, and I rarely use this button because of it. If you do need to maximize a screen, you actually have to stretch it out like a caveman. Next, the most common macOS apps usually have a Windows app, but it's never vice versa. Windows is 10 times more versatile with the amount of software that works with it, and that's just a non-debatable. You like games? You play games? Too bad. Most games run on PC and Macs have astronomically terrible gaming performance to dollar ratio, so I can't run Apex Legends at 4K 144Hz, and that's a shame because I wanted to set my house on fire. Also, in my opinion, Windows has the superior file management system, working like a pyramid and each file taking up a tile. macOS is a mess. This is an application, right? It's a package, it has a program and its content. The only way to access its content, however, is to right-click on it. Why? This is so extraneous. Honestly, it's kind of confusing. It's not user-friendly in that regard. Lastly, Windows machines come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Want a brick for a laptop? Here you go. Want a brick for a desktop? Here you go. You love Hot Wheels? Here you go. The versatility and customizability of Windows machines are limitless, and that's really its biggest selling point. Overall, which one do I personally like more? Everyone's gonna hate me for this answer, but neither. Each one does something really well and they each stand out in their own way. Personally, for laptops, I really enjoy using Macs because it gives me the versatility of connecting to my phone and using some of those phone features along with my usual desktop features. I love being able to continue where I left off on my phone on my computer. It also helps that the machines feel nice, it looks pretty, and I can run Windows if I absolutely have to. But I absolutely love Windows machines because they're so customizable, they let me play games, there's plenty of options, and they prevent me from being distracted by texts. So there isn't really a clear-cut answer to me. The grass isn't greener on one side or the other. There's just different types of machines that I prefer for different tasks. And that's it. Anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Why do you feel the way that you do? Leave it down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and well, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.